Hey, how's it going, guys? So just a quick fire video here. I thought I'd pick out some movies on Blu-ray that I think desperately need a 4K. I suppose the word desperate is quite subjective because what I think may need a 4K, you may feel differently. I'll probably do a few of these. It's like a little series I'd like to get going. I have done videos on this before, but not for like a year and a half to 2 years. So I picked 6 movies for this video. I have them all here on physical, and basically I'm going to show you guys why what movies I think should get a 4K upgrade, and I'll give you some reasons why as well. So we'll start with this one. I think the original Leprechaun needs a 4K upgrade. Now, we don't even have a Leprechaun Blu-ray in the UK. One of the sequels, Leprechaun Returns from like 2020, I think it was, has a Blu-ray maybe over here. It has a DVD actually, scratch that. I don't think it does have a Blu-ray. So we're seriously lacking in Leprechaun films from that franchise in the UK on Blu-ray, on Blu-ray even. I have a Region A Blu-ray set of the like first 7 here, I think it is. I've got Returns separately on Blu-ray, but basically I think the first Leprechaun film, featuring of course the horrible Leprechaun played by Warwick Davis, you know, really mischievous and fun, a bit of that Irish charm. But yeah, I'd love to see the first Leprechaun get a 4K over here. In all territories actually, even if like it got a 4K in a different region, I'll be up for purchasing it. But we also need to get the first Leprechaun at least on Blu-ray in the UK, and whilst they're doing that, whomever, they may as well just release it on 4K. So I think like label wise, I think Arrow could do a great edition of the first Leprechaun on 4K. Perhaps you could get a limited edition box, you know, £25 or what have you, 4K disc. Tons of extras. Just, yeah, give Leprechaun the 4K treatment. That would be awesome. This one's a little bit debatable because this has a 4K. That's Terminator 2, Judgment Day. One of the best like sequels out there. You know, it's such a good sequel that's almost on par with the original. I do favour the original a little bit. Like personally, I just have a bit of a soft spot for that film, but I would love to see T2 get a really good 4K because I've heard the actual 4K's a little bit lacking and it's not a very good one. Now, I've heard from multiple sources that it's basically just some sort of upscale. They need to actually do a full-on like restoration, one of the boutique labels. Again, Arrow Video, I'd love to see you do Terminator 2. So give it a new 4K because apparently the one that's available isn't good. That's why I've not upgraded. So Terminator 2, new 4K. I'll try and breeze through this list. Didn't want to make an overly long video. Just thought I'll put something quick out for you guys. Something like fairly interesting because it's quite an interesting subject, if you will. Wes Craven's The Serpent and the Rainbow. Now, there is a good Scream Factory Blu-ray of this, which I've been tempted on occasion to purchase, but I've stuck with my Blu-ray because I know inevitably this one will get a 4K, but let's hurry up about it. I'd love to see this one get restored in 4K. Maybe Scream Factory would be a good label to put it out. One of the reasons why I'd like to see it is it's such a good Wes Craven movie. Obviously, he's one of the best horror directors ever. Makes such iconic films, including A Nightmare on Elm Street, Hills Have Eyes, Last House on the Left, you name it. He's also got some other good movies such as like People Under the Stairs and Shocker, to name a few. Deadly Friends getting a Blu-ray in November for the first time in the UK, but I'd love to see Serpent and the Rainbow get the 4K treatment. I could probably see a Scream Factory doing this first, but then in the UK it'd be cool if like Arrow Video did it, you know, and give it some cool like newly commissioned artwork. But reasons why, again, because it's a really good movie from Wes Craven, basically. Quite a simple answer. It's just such a good film. It's all about like voodoo magic set in somewhere in Africa. You know, it centers around voodoo magic and like resurrecting people from the grave. But yeah, let's get it on 4K. So just 3 more to go. We're halfway through. I picked this one out. Now, this is a German edition, and that's Squirm. I would love to see Squirm get a 4K. Why? Because it's one of them movies that deserves the kind of like, it deserves the kind of upgrade to basically introduce it to more viewers. Now, I know a lot of you people who watch horror, you probably have seen Squirm. It's a good 70s one, directed by Jeff Lieberman, who did Satan's Little Helper, and another film I'll be actually showing in this list. So there's one of the reasons why I'd like to see more eyes on it. So perhaps if a Vinegar Syndrome got their hands on Squirm and gave it a remaster, restored it in 4K, imagine a beautiful like slip box for Squirm and 4K edition. Hell yeah. Same director, Jeff Lieberman, that's Just Before Dawn. This is a really good backwards camp slasher, starring George Kennedy, group of people go camping. There's a couple of like maniac, Neanderthal-like sort of hillbilly people about, you know, but they, you know, these kind of like countrymen, they're very foreboding and large, and they're killing people. And yeah, it's pretty, it's got kind of obviously like notes of like Friday the 13th, with it being a kind of backwoods slasher revolving around camping. It's not literally set at a camp with counsellors like Friday the 13th, but it's such a good one, and I'll give a reason why, and that's perhaps because, again, I'd like to see more eyes on it. I know a lot of you guys probably have seen Just Before Dawn, but, you know, it'd be so cool if it got a new 4K release. It's never actually had one before. It's not had a Blu-ray in the UK for a long time. The previous Blu-ray for Just Before Dawn was on 88 Films' Slasher Classics collection, and that was a very, very long time ago, and it is way out of print and due a new Blu-ray and a 4K. So get on both out. Yeah, I'd like to see maybe 88 Films could do it on 4K. I know they don't do slasher classic collection titles on 4K UHD at the moment, but 88 could maybe do it. Arrow Video would do a fine job with Just Before Dawn. I'd probably go with Arrow because they'll give you some cool newly commissioned artwork. You could do it in a slip box. Maybe a Vinegar Syndrome. Maybe Vinegar Syndrome do the 4K for Just Before Dawn first, and they do the remap. You know, they restore it. But yeah, get Just Before Dawn on 4K. And finally, another one that perhaps Vinegar Syndrome could put out on 4K, and it needs one, and that's Christmas Evil. Great Christmas slasher movie. I have this lovely Slasher Classics collection Blu-ray from 2018. I think it came out, this release. VS have released it previously, but let's get someone like Vinegar Syndrome putting Christmas Evil out on 4K. It's such a good like Christmas horror film. It's really weird. It's got a lot of quirk to it. It's very odd. About the guy Harry, just reading some of the bits off the back to get, he basically sees Santa canoodling with his mother as a young kid. He kind of has this weird obsession with becoming Santa Claus himself. He dons the Father Christmas outfit, and he ends up biting off more than he can chew as he basically turns his local town against him when he gives into some of his violent tendencies. It's a really weird one, really odd, really fun. It's got great kind of like Christmas atmosphere. One of the best Christmas horror movies out there. Let's get it on 4K. I could see perhaps like again, Arrow Video maybe in the UK doing like a limited edition 4K, but I think this is right up Vinegar Syndrome's street, and they have actually released this one on Blu-ray previously in the past. So there's six. Here's 6 films I'd love to see get a 4K. That's Christmas Evil, Just Before Dawn, another one from Jeff Lieberman, Squirm, Wes Craven's The Serpent and the Rainbow, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. No, it has a 4K like I said prior, but let's see a new one on, you know, a newly restored one, a really good transfer, and the first Leprechaun movie. So there's 6 right there. I'll do some more of these, you know, just thought I'd do a quick video, like belt one out, a little bit of content for the channel. Thanks for watching. If you want to comment, let me know perhaps some of the titles that you would like to see receive a 4K upgrade. So like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.
If you visit this website, it will help you ease your mind.
You can feed the dog, you can feed the dog all the lovely